thank you for attending this presentation. Veredian Healthcare is proud to launch VitalAly, your trusted ally for smart healthcare. So let's look at the problem. America's obesity problem is a significant public health concern. Why? Frozen and fast foods are a lot more affordable than healthy food, adding to the misery. Hospitals today are overwhelmed by the health consequences of obesity. Lack of awareness and valuable tools that provide patients knowledge and information about risks of obesity is also primarily noted. And why does Veridian Healthcare, a hospital, needs to care about this? What we are finding out is there is 25% increase in patient admission, right? There is also the treatment of costs that's gone up as a result of obesity. There is strain on medical resources because those who are getting admitted in the hospital, the longevity of the stay has increased. And as a result, there are more chronic diseases that are being tackled. It's not like one and done that I go into the hospital, I come out. That is not really happening. So, who's going to be our target customer when we launch an AI assistant like this? For the most part, we want to focus on all of Veridian Healthcare patients and also the patients that are associated with the doctors who are affiliated with Veridian Healthcare. That would be the biggest target. But jumping right into them and trying to touch the personal identifiable information is not that easy because this is a highly governed and regulated industry. So we are also trying to target the general population in order to get some insights. So what is the proposed solution, right? We want to launch Vital Ally as a trusted healthcare AI assistant. Vital Ally will be your obesity Q&A companion. It will help answer questions related to obesity. It will provide trusted health content from government agencies like CDC and World Health Organization. It will also give you meals and nutritional guidance, exercise routines based on your fitness levels. It can also help, help with mental health and stress management. Um, and the next level to being this simple assistant answering questions is to start tapping into the electronic medical record of the healthcare system, look up your health data, have a direct paging kind of system where you can start pinging doctors asynchronously, and then that will eventually become a personal healthcare assistant. So we are looking at this in phases. And I would like to walk you through this phased journey using John Doe, who's going to be using Vital Ally, and what a typical customer user journey would look like. So John Doe comes and talks to Vital Ally, right? Based on the educational questions that he's going to ask, the agent is going to look up all of the information and then it's going to provide responses. The first phase, just as I just mentioned, is going to be focusing on this as a prototype. And that is the reason why I mentioned that we are going to also target the general health population because we're going to get more data as more people start using this agent. We are also going to get some kind of pattern behavior. We are also going to use this as a feedback mechanism to understand what people are searching for and to what level people want the AI agent to help. But let's just progress through these phases and see where it takes us. If they have specific health conditions, this is where we want to tap into the electronic medical record database that has the entire history of the patient and it can log interactions. And then it can also, if there are any weight loss or diet plan kind of questions, that's still possible to answer. But if the answer needs to be efficient, it also needs to get some data from the healthcare system so that it's able to provide information attuned to your current health parameters. If it is a serious condition, we want to give the ability to page a doctor who can actually determine if sorry, let me just smooth this out. Determine if the doctor uh, thinks that a lab assessment is required, or just call 911. All of this is based on what kind of severity this system kind of thinks that the patient is calling about. This would be a futuristic goal, but today we are just going to focus on the prototype. Let's quickly look at what this prototype is actually built using. So this is a typical chatbot kind of agent. All of the agent components are hosted in um, Hugging Face. We are using a chainlet based chat interface. There is a fine-tuned embedding model that was used. It's Snowflake Arctic Embed M, but we did not get here right away. We took a bunch of obesity related documents, PDFs from archive. We used chunk logic, used our small a text embedding model from OpenAI, created the initial vector data store, and used RAG and dragus to determine the initial metrics and also the eval dataset with all of the referential context that's generated by these tools. So the tools that this agentic system is using is Archive, VitalAly, and Google Search. So using the base metrics, we were able to use the Snowflake Arctic Embed model, and then use Cohere re-ranking, and then push the um, uh, fine-tuned model back into Hugging Face. So this is the basic flow. This is no different than any chat model that's probably using a RAG system to make the prompt more knowledgeable and give a better response. So I just wanted to make sure that the prototype is clearly highlighted here, and the reason why we are focusing on the prototype at this point. So let's quickly go into the demo and look at what our chat agent is actually doing. I do have a bunch of pre-canned questions that I'm going to ask and see what kind of responses we are actually going to get. Um, First question is, why is obesity a big problem in America? Uh, I think I maybe have to. I think I exceeded my API overage, probably. Yeah, that's the truth. I'm just going to quickly recharge. I'm sorry, I should have checked this earlier, but as demos always happen in life, you get these challenges. So just did the recharge. So let me ask a different question. Hopefully, it's able to go and give me the answer right now. I did recharge it last night. Maybe, yeah, there you go. So it's giving you all the details about obesity, and it's also providing, valuable resources from trusted organizations, like I mentioned. And then finally, it can also give some kind of guidance on what kind of plan that we can follow in order to, you know, uh, help our patients get the best out of this tool. So if I'm going to ask, provide some guidance, it's going to provide general guidance to begin with. But if we are going to link this to the electronic medical record, it's going to fetch the current state of the latest and greatest about the condition of the patient, and then map that and stitch it accordingly. That is uh, as part of our next phase. So this is our expansion strategy. So today with the prototype, we just kind of fine-tuned our embeddings. Now we want to go into fine-tuning our LLM. Um, and then, as I said, connect to the EMRs, focus on improving the customer satisfaction scores, launch a mobile app for better accessibility, and then slowly start building integrations to other systems. The North Star goal for Veredian Healthcare is if we are able to successfully get to at least 60 to 75% of this strategy, then we would explore, you know, adopting a SaaS model and try to get Vital Ally out for other healthcare organizations. And while we are going to do this, we are very cognizant on what kind of data we are going to be sending back to the models which are hosted by OpenAI and Google if it is Gemini. So we are thinking of, you know, doing ML ops in-house. We want to stand up our open source models and manage them ourselves so that we do not have to worry about the data isolation concerns. And the same thing is what we will employ for all of our other customers who are willing to buy this solution as a SaaS service. With that, I'd like to introduce the team. Uh, Myself, Praveen Rajgopalan, and with me, we have Rajesh Iyer. We both, you know, worked together and created this solution from Veredian Healthcare. And that ends the presentation.